Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mars. This is ShaktiShivaTarot here, and I'm doing the weekly read for Sagittarius and the union between you and another, whatever other that may be, whether it be a friendship, a love ship, a partnership, a marriage, a family ship, any whoever it is that you're looking for guidance about. This spread is about you and the other. So whether you resonate with energy number one or energy number two, or maybe a little bit of both, that's all going to depend on you. But there's one energy present over here, and there's another energy present over here. So I call it energy number one and energy number two. And on a spiritual, metaphysical level, the right side of the body is governed by the feminine energy, and the left side of the body, feminine energy, the right side of the body is governed by the masculine energy. So if throughout the reading you hear me say he or she, I am speaking of energies here. So in yoga philosophy, we have what is called the Sushumna, which is the energetic cord that the Kundalini rises up, right? And so we have the Ida and the Pingala, which is the hot and the cold, the masculine, the feminine, the light and the dark, right? These two, and they're symbolized as two snakes coming together and intertwining and meeting at the third eye, starting from the root chakra and meeting at the third eye, right? So if you just take that image of the masculine and the feminine energies, every one of us has that within our physical body. So we, before being able to have a well-balanced external relationship with another, we first need to have an internal balanced relationship with ourselves. So maybe this spreads about you yourself and balancing your feminine and masculine energies together, if that makes sense to you. Or you're here wanting to know about an other, and you're either going to resonate with one side or the other. Like I said, they may crisscross. You may, feel like at some parts you'll feel like, oh, but I kind of feel that. And that's okay, because like I said, we have both. So on some level, the person that this union is about is mirroring that to you. So if you do feel like you have some parts on both sides, it's because you absolutely have that. Those are the masculine aspects of yourself or the feminine aspects of yourself, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to resonate with one side more than the other. And so this spread is created, so we have our situation in the center, and it's crowning energies. So like just the crowning energies of the situation. We have the mental card, so what is in the mind, what energy number one, person number one is thinking about person number two, and vice versa. Second row is past, present, future. So this is what is bonding them at the heart center, but it's also what's happening in the present moment. And then we have our heart cards. So what's in the heart of energy number one, what's in the heart of energy number two. And this is what's in the heart of energy number one about number two, what's in the heart of energy number two about energy number one. And then this is our grounding energies. So I'm going to clarify. This is our foundation is made with the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, and the tarot deck that I use to clarify is the Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Walder. And I have a new deck for the month of October, the Halloween Tarot by Karen Lee, to clarify on top of my clarification, just to make it a little fun and spunky for the month. So let's go ahead and start going in and clarifying. Sagittarius, we're going to start with your situation, top center, crowning energies. What is going on with the High Priestess in the upright position. So we have the High Priestess intuition, growth, fertility, being able to use our intuition and our wisdom, our intellect to really get into an inner knowing, a place within our heart. So 9 of Arrows is a card of, obviously there's some disappointments here. There's she's having trouble sleeping, so there could be some insomnia for one or two of you. And the reason why she's having trouble sleeping, maybe having sleepless nights, is because she's avoiding looking at a situation. There's a situation here that needs to be looked at, and one or both people are avoiding looking at the situation. And so there's anxiety because of it, and that anxiety is causing unresolved issues, which is causing sleepless nights. So only when we can bring clarity, possibly using our intuition and our inner knowledge, are these difficult times going to be transformed. So this is a moment of trials and tribulation. It could be feelings of guilt. It could be feelings of maybe some psychic disturbances, like external energies, external energies coming in, creating psychic disturbances. I'm gonna say that when I was shuffling, I saw a lot of loss, and I saw a lot of heartache. So for those of you that are listening, that are resonating with that, I am feeling you, and I am sending you loving, healing vibes, and just know that you are not alone. There's a lot of people going through this right now. This is not the only zodiac sign that's feeling this way. So this is pretty awesome. Wow, my heart just jumped. So clarification that whatever this situation may be that, that's keeping you up at night, I feel like your intuition is telling you that everything's going to be okay, that your wish will be granted, and that what you have been working to build is going to come to you in whichever way it needs to come to you, right? So this is the wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Cups, and this is the 10 of Cups. So back to back, very emotional cards and all about love. So this is the wish fulfillment of a love relationship, of a love partnership, maybe a past relationship, maybe a future one, but the wanting to build a solid foundation with your other. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. It's the couple underneath the tree, like they're solid, they're pretty. And so this is happening for you, Sagittarius. This is happening for you, whether it be with, well, we'll see who it's with. We'll find out. Yeah, I definitely. So in your mind, or in the mind of energy number 1, we have the universe, the world card, which is about change, expansion, travel. It could be closure, the closure of a situation, but definitely feeling supported by the universe. So this is what's going on in the mind of energy number 1 about energy number 2. So whatever, situation is going on, I still don't really know what's going on yet. I just do know that one or both of you are feeling, there's something's going on. Something's causing some kind of disruption. So just know that you're supported by the universe, and there's going to be triumph after these difficulties. And yeah, and so this is to me a past lover returning, or you're wanting this past lover to return. I won't know whether, because this is in your mind, so this is you having like nostalgic past memories of past love, you know, and so you could be in your head about feeling this, you know, this nostalgia and reminiscing on times of past love that you had. And it could also mean that a past lover is coming in, or that you want this past lover to come in. And there's going to be wish fulfillment here. So let's clarify what's in the mind for energy number 1 for Sagittarius. So Prince of Arrows, and the Prince of Arrows is about having some form of messages, some form of clarity, right? He's going to come with his messages, with his clarity, with his decisiveness. So whether that be you, energy 1, returning to, you know, coming, you being the one that is coming to that clarity and being able to, you know, move towards your other with this reconciliation, or whether it be the other way around, whether if you're energy number 1 waiting for the reconciliation, waiting for the other to reach out. I feel like this is whoever this is, they're coming definitely towards you to create some clarity out of the confusion that has been keeping you up at night. Yeah. So let's do one more clarifier for energy number 1. Yeah, justice will be served, energy number 1. I mean, what more can I say about that? Justice is coming. So just hang in there, energy number 1. Let's, you know, we'll get more information as we go on. So let's see what's in the mind of energy number 2. First, we've got the Ace of Arrows, triumphant success coming, being able to pull through after some difficult times, being able to come to a place of understanding, wisdom, intelligence after some difficult times, being able to use the incisive powers of the heart. So, you know, maybe this person's a very, energy number 2 is a very mental person in their head, and they're finally getting into their heart and finding clarity and truth in their heart about this maybe Princess of Cups, or I mean Queen of Cups here. So maybe this is you, energy number 1, in the mind of energy number 2, and this could be Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, or Cancer energy. So if this is in the mind of energy number 2, then the Cancer or Scorpio or water energy could possibly be over here, and it might not be. It could be that this person maybe has those energies and vice versa, but there might be that that might be some of the signs that come up for you, Sagittarius. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups. She's very, you know, Queen of Cups is a woman who is very in control of her emotions. So she's very soulful, very emotional. She brings inspiration. She's receptive. She's mastered the emotions and represents beauty, intimacy, love, the arts. There's very seductive emotions involved with the Queen of Cups. She's has the ability to really express love and nurture others. That's the Queen of Cups. So whoever that is for you, energy number 2, I feel like this person is in your mind and you're thinking about that love of that Queen of Cups for you. And you're thinking about building this solid foundation with that Queen of Cups. Whoever this person is that's, you know, super in touch with their emotions, very soulful, you know, very spiritual, but also very seductive, and knows how to express her love, and has really mastered her emotions and how to express them wisely, incisively. And you're wanting to create this stability with her. This is the 1111 card, the twin flame card, building stability, home, family, happy home and family. Let's get one more clarifier for the Four of Wands for energy number 2 for Sagittarius. Let's just do one card for energy number 2, Divine Creator. Okay. Yeah, there's an awakening within this person. So where they came from a place of just maybe logic and mental and very strict and orderly, I feel like they're awakening to this new way of being, procreating a new way of being, a new cycle of life. So maybe there's a new, you know, maybe this person was in the dark, or, you know, just in the darker, looking at the darker sides of life, you know, maybe just focusing too much on the negatives, or focusing on the things that were lacking, and now they're finally coming to a place where they're searching for the light, they're searching for awakening. They want to raise their vibration, they want to create a new lifestyle for themselves and for you, because this is what's in the mind about the other. So for energy number 2, this is, you know, they're wanting to create this new connection with you, because the sun is about procreation, creation, bringing light to the situation. There's fertility, optimism, creativity, maybe a creative project or a creative way of, you know, rehashing this situation, or just emotional awakening is what I feel like is happening here, specifically for energy number 2, about energy number 1. They're really recognizing that this person, this Queen of Cups energy, very soulful, very, like I said, master of her emotions. You know, she can keep a lid on her emotions, but she's very soulful, you know, has that energy of just really knowing how to express her love. This person's really want to create a solid foundation with that person, and they're just coming into this awakening about it. It's like just hit them. So that's happening for you. Awesome. Let's go into the past. So spiritual union, we've got here the Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. This is love, harmony, partnerships. Like, as you can see here, I was talking about the Shasumna earlier, the masculine and the feminine energies uniting at the 3rd chakra. So this is a chakra, this is a union that's very telepathically in tune with each other. You know, maybe it's a very unspoken bond, and not a whole lot of communication is needed because it's on a spiritual level. So the spiritual bond has been created, and this was in the past. So it's already been created, and maybe there was a sense of you guys wanting to create more security in the relationship. So let's find out about the tradition card in the upright position for the past. The tradition card is what, the Hierophant, I believe. Yeah, so this is the Hierophant, and it's, you know, about structures, conformity, needing that security, needing that structure in the relationship, possibly. And then magic, you know, the creating the magic to be able to manifest that, possibly, right? That self-empowerment, finding the magic within, using your tools. Maybe you're wanting in the past to, like I said, go beyond these limitations. Maybe there was limitations in the union, and you wanted to grow beyond that, creating more stability, more security in the relationship. And I feel like with the Magician card, it's saying you're manifesting it. You're developing the magic in order to be able to do that, to bring that into fruition for you. Let's do one more clarifier for that. The High Priestess. So, very dominant. She came out twice, the High Priestess. So, once again, knowledge, education, enlightenment, wisdom gained from education. She's got the book there, so she's either going into the books, right, for her information, or she's going into the mirror and looking within. So your person, this is in both the situation and the past. So I do feel like you guys are both utilizing these tools of the High Priestess. Maybe it could be one or the other, maybe not both of you, maybe it's one or the other, but this is the ability to take what you're learning in life or in your books or from within and actually putting it into motion, right? Or it could also mean that there is a wise woman in your life that's helping guide this relationship. It could also be that maybe somebody, spiritually wise, older woman is giving advice and helping you guys kind of through issues or whatever is going on for you guys. So let's check into the present. Yeah. So the heart center, what's bonding you guys in the present moment. Let's look at that. That's victory and success. It's the Six of Wands. So, it's like building, and finally coming to coming to a place of victory after having spent so much time, building. After all this hard work of building, we're coming to a place of victory and success and being able to acknowledge the honor that was created through that hard work. Now we're reaping the benefits of our harvest, right? So the Nine of Staves is once again even more about building and responsibility. This could mean that there's a pause maybe in this present moment. There was a pause before the relationship was able to become into a successful place. So and it's almost like this is a temporary card. So it's a temporary success. So it's like the success was there, but it's only temporary. There's a need to reconsider plans here. It's become overwhelming. Whatever this situation is, it's become overwhelming, and so we're needing to really reevaluate the situation with responsibility, taking responsibility, and Yeah, this is, I'm sorry, this is the Nine of Staves, the Nine of Wands. So this is the need for protection. This is the need for you to separate yourself from others who may not be supporting you. So there's like this lover's embrace, and it's almost like they're saying a goodbye, because it's like, and it could be temporary. We'll find out. Well, it could be temporary. You know, the needing to, like at this moment, you guys could be separated, and that's kind of what I'm feeling. And it could be temporary. Sorry, my phone turned off on me because I was storage full. So, continuing on, I kind of had kept going, not really realizing that it was, so the cards were already pulled. So, what's going on? Yeah, victory and success is coming, but it's temporary. It's a temporary success. And why? Because there's a third party situation going on here. There's a clear message is going to come in, however it comes, whether it be through text, social media, word of mouth by somebody you hear through the grapevine or whatever. You're going to hear about this third party situation. And even though there's a possibility for material harvest here, there's definitely going to be some hurt feelings. This energy is all about healing, introspection, going within to find the truth of the situation in order to bring the emotions back to a state of calmness. There's this sense of healing and peace coming after emotional turmoil. So maybe the peace is going to come, material harvest will come, but there's going to be some kind of emotional disappointment. And I feel like this is once again messages, education. So the messages in education could be about the ability to make sense of a situation. I'm feeling like in the future, like maybe, you know, the Queen of Wands is all about fertility and prosperity and beauty and generosity, but I'm feeling like this is more of like an energy of a person. So whereas we had the Queen of Cups in the mind of the other energy, number 2, in the future we have this energy of Queen of Cups, and Queen of Coins. And like I said, okay, so this could be two different, I'm going to say this could be two different ways. Success could be temporary because this is the heart of what, you know, bonds you at the heart center, but also what's happening in the present moment. Success comes, it's temporary. The news comes in about a third party situation. That's one way of looking at it. If that's not resonating with you, it could be success comes, it's temporary, but messages come through that are, well, see, this is messages after difficulties. So something happens in this temporary success. It breaks down, right? It breaks down. And so the difficulties are had. And this is a message of emotional stability after, like, emotional wisdom gained from difficult experiences. So it could be the celebration of having worked through this temporary success, you know, the falling down of the structure, you know, the emotional disappointment that comes with that kind of experience. So sharing knowledge, and so you're going to be celebrating, right? So it could be both situations, but in the future, because of this card is why I'm feeling that it's not looking like, I mean, we don't really, whatever. So actually it could be you're still in your feelings and healing from the crumbling of the stability of whatever happened, but the emotional experience is going to create a positive, you're going to have success after the difficulties, and there's going to be celebration. So that could be it. And so, you may just still be healing from that, right? But there is going to be material harvest, and you guys are both going to be in an energy of Queen of Coins, of being prosperous, of having fertility, rebirths maybe in the relationship. And maybe there's new messages coming in about that, about this new development of prosperity and fertility coming in. Could be another situation. So we'll continue on with the Hermit card for what's in the heart of energy number 1. So this is the Hermit card. This is the Virgo card in the original tarot, and it's all about contemplation and going within. Maybe energy number 1, you are a Virgo, and energy number 2 is a Sagittarius, or it could be flip-flopped. Maybe energy number 1, your Virgo is in your heart, and you're Sagittarius, and the Virgo's over here, and they're over here because they're in your heart. It could be that. Or maybe it's not a Virgo. That's just something that I threw out there. Okay. So this is the 7 of Wands, and this is a card of deceptions, but it's in the reverse. So it's like, I feel like it's like there's just a sense of feeling overwhelmed. Like you're creating these monsters, these demons. You're battling your own demons. And there's a sense of being your own worst enemy. So you're creating problems in your own mind about these demons and whatever about these. You're creating problems in your own mind to distract from what's really going on. Energy number 1, that's what I feel like is in the mind for you. Or I'm sorry, it's in the heart. Like you're lying to yourself. Energy number 1. Whether you're energy number 1 or your energy number 2, this person is lying about how they feel right now. Or they're lying about something. Because they're feeling overwhelmed by what's going on with the situation. And so if this is a third party situation, obviously, yeah, I would feel overwhelmed too. If I was juggling 2 people and maybe I lied about it and you found out, that would, yeah. King of Coins. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling hardcore that this is a Virgo over here, because this is a very earthly, it could be a Taurus, it could be a Capricorn as well, but a very earthly sign. So it could be, but coming on top of the Hermit, the Virgo card, which is also a very earthly sign. I'm kind of feeling like it might be a Virgo, but it may or may not be. I don't know. But King of Coins, yeah, very solid in their financial position. Maybe they're all about the coin, and it could be very, very well. A very persistent business person, be very successful, very, fruitful because of that. Being able to create wealth. But also it could be in the emotional department. So maybe also the ability to invest in either money or emotional situations. So very persistent energy here. maybe they're finally coming into some kind of realization of, yeah, coming from a place of weakness into a place of strength. So I feel like they're learning. So if your Virgo is over here, you know, meandering about, trying to decide, not knowing which way to go, I feel like they're going to make the right decision, which is, you know, this is the grounding energies, choose wisely. So no wonder it's there, and you see it's pointing up to the third party situation here. Choose wisely. Like, the message is there, y'all. So whether you want to believe it or not, you know, believe it, but also know that, remember what was at the crowning, this wish fulfillment here. You know, yeah, sure, this, you know, situation, but there's a wish fulfillment here. So whether it be for you guys, the one that hurt you or not, right? Like, there's a wish fulfillment. So what you're wishing for, Sagittarius, if you're the one watching, is, you know, your wish is going to come true in this situation. So whatever that wish is for you, if you want to be with this person, then so be it. After this situation, then more power to you. If you want to leave this person and go for a new one, more power to you as well. That's going to be your decision to make. But let's go ahead and go into the energies of the heart. So heart of energy number 2, innocence, new beginnings. This is the Fool. So a very playful energy. Too many. Very playful energy here. Very innocent. Very kind of, you know, could be the Fool could be very a person of trust. You know, it could also mean new adventures for the energy number 2 in your heart. You know, wanting new adventures with your other, wanting some form of newness in the relationship, a start of a new journey. You know, opening up to new possibilities, but needing to protect yourself from, you feel like there's a need for you to protect yourself from your difficulties. And I feel like there's a sense that you need to face some fears and trust your heart and really know that the divine, there's divine forces working for you. So, yeah, there's recognition and reward coming for you in the heart of energy number 2 about energy number 1. So I feel like, yeah, this person's going to come from a place of weakness into a place of strength, and recognize that you're the one, energy number 2. Yeah, I feel that. And, you know, if it's flip-flopped for you, then it's flip-flopped, whatever, however it resonates. But it's just, you know, this is how it's being laid out for me, guys, okay? So we're going to clarify the Fool. Yeah, juggling. Decision needs to be made. And so, like I said, it could be either side, you know, third party is somewhere, because it could be happening on both sides, you know, both sides could have a 3-party situation, because it's in the center, it's in the heart of this relationship. So maybe you guys both are juggling and creating a decision and juggling people. So there's a sense of both of you guys needing to make a decision, and that's why it's in the grounding energies as well. You know, but like I said, either way, the fulfillment of your wish, whatever you've wished for is whatever both of you have wished for is what's going to happen. So, you know, if you both want to be together, then that's what's going to happen. If you both want to be apart, then that's what's going to happen. But I definitely feel that there's a need for you to protect yourself, Sagittarius or whoever. There's a needing to protect what's happening here. Protect yourself here, because I feel like if you don't if you don't really sit and reflect within, go and within and isolate yourself within energy number one, I feel like you might make the wrong choice. So just kind of pay attention to that. We're going to clarify. All right, 2 of coins in the upright position for the heart of energy number 2 about energy number 1. Tell me more for Sagittarius to get more info. Yeah, there's a movement, quick movement is happening, and so the decision's going to be made, and it's going to be made quickly. And it's going to come in quick. Like, it's... So 7 of Cups, choose wisely. Too many options, too many directions to choose from. Not really knowing which way to go because there's too many options here. Yeah, competition. This is the competition card. There's competition at hand. Defense, competition, conflict. Definitely a third-party situation happening right now. And so there's going to be some competition. That's why there's these hurt feelings involved. That's why there's healing from the, relationship in the future, because some feelings are going to be hurt here. Yep. 4 of Cups is disillusionment, dissatisfaction. You're not satisfied. And I think this is a mutual thing here. I think that both of you are kind of maybe just in limbo. Like, I feel like y'all are both overindulging. And y'all are bored and you're dissatisfied with the situation. Taking people for granted, taking love for granted. Like, y'all are swimming in a pool of karmic soup right now, Sag. You, or if you're listening for your Sag, what's going on here? No judgments, just wondering what's going on. And y'all aren't the only ones. There's other signs. I mean, I feel like this is a theme for a lot of signs right now that's happening. Third-party situations. It's like people can't freaking just focus on one person and just learn the lesson. Because again, you know what it is people think that, oh, it's about the person. Well, when we realize that it's not about the person, and that relationship is actually mirroring you and yourself, and that whenever you run away from that person, you're running away from yourself. So when you go and you run to somebody else, that person is just going to have another set of issues that you're not looking at, that you're going to be faced with, that you're going to blame that person and then run away from that person and go and try to find somebody else, and they're just going to mirror something else. And it's like this cycle, this karmic cycle, and you guys just keep swimming in that karmic soup. It's like you love the torture. Wow. But there will be triumph. There will be success after much hard work and struggle. So I feel like in the future, y'all are going to get your shit together and will be triumphant. Awesome. So I do see that at the heart, or I mean, this is the spirit guidance. This is like the overall energy. I always do flip the bottom of the deck, and it's firm foundation. So building the firm foundation within yourself so that you can have a solid foundation, whether this union pans out or not. That's what I'm feeling about this. I mean, it could be within the relationship as well, that you guys are solid like a mountain. But for those of you who don't feel that way, I feel like this is an individual energy card where you both, maybe coming to this place individually will bring you back together, or maybe just you needing to focus on this for yourself. Self-love is what I'm feeling for both of you. And whether the future brings you back together, we don't know. This situation could change tomorrow, right? But in this very moment, I feel like y'all are being asked, the majority of you at least are being asked to go within and focus on yourself and build your solid self internally, so that it can come and manifest itself externally into your life. And then, like I said, if this union wants to happen, it'll happen, but don't try and force it right now. This needs to just kind of, y'all need to just walk away. And I feel like some of you have, but I feel like some of you haven't. And for those of you who have not, just focus on yourself, man. Justice will be served. All right. So 4 of bats. I'm going to pull them all out first. The Hierophant. Yeah. So this is definitely, I feel like a guided by divine soul mate type of relationship here, but it also could just be karmic soulmate, you know, something that is just temporary and that needs to be let go. So whatever you feel suits your situation best, Sagittarius. Don't, you know, like I said, don't lie to yourself. You know, that's not going to help the situation. That's just going to cause more hurt. So if you feel it in your heart, damn, like, what, you know, and like I said, don't attach yourself to one outcome because it could change. Temperance. So the Hierophant, it's definitely soulmate related, but I'm thinking super karmic soul rate is just what I'm feeling. The High Priestess, yeah, using that, and that's the 3rd time she's come out in this deck. So really using your intuition here, Sag. You know, King of Imps. And Page of Ghosts. Yeah. I just see a lot of conflict here, guys. To be honest. All right, let's look at I'm going to go directly into the book for this one because these cards are new and I like the description and I haven't learned them yet. I just got them yesterday. So, we're going to start with let's start with the situation, the Hierophant. This is, I think this is, I don't think. Anyways. Being bound by the outer trappings of religion and social and societal expectations, a strong need for the approval of others, conformity. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, this is for, you know, the situation, crowning energies. Like, you know, this need for maybe wanting this kind of like stable, solid, cookie cutter American dream, and, you know, maybe, you know, wishing and wanting that dream, but it's just, it's not a reality for you. You're trying to create castles in the sky because maybe what your situation is an unconventional situation and it's not meant to be this structural thing, right? And so there was that in the past, trying to make it into something that maybe it's not, trying to, you know, create some kind of security, you know, and feel safe, and it's like not about that. It's about being aware of the soul union, seeing the higher perspective, whatever's happening on the surface, in the physical world. At the end of the day, y'all are spiritually connected. Is that enough for you? And the answer should be yes, because we are spiritual beings and we are here to live a spiritual life, and it's all about spirituality. So if you guys are connected on a spiritual level, yes, 100%, you should definitely just be grateful for that. I'm sure you can find the gratitude and what this person brought to your life, even if you feel like you guys were destined to be together or whatever. Anyways, King of Imps. So this is like the King of Wands, spirit cards. And it says, a confident creative entrepreneur with an eye for the arts, honest, friendly, helpful, compassionate, hasty, and impulsive. So whoever that is for you, Sagittarius. So that was the past. Okay, I'm going to go this way since I'm already here. So the Hierophant was the crowning energy situation. The Knight of Imps, the Knight of Wands, was the past. The 8 of bats, the 8 of arrows is the present and the heart of the situation. Crisis, imprisonment with eventual freedom, frozen indecision, fear of fleeing a bad situation, restriction, surroundings. You see? I mean, the cards just don't lie, y'all. Flee, there's a fear of fleeing a bad situation. Really, people? Come on, it's a bad situation. I mean, there's at some point, look deep down and recognize that you are hurting yourself. And that there's a lesson here. And the lesson is that that love that you are wanting and searching for externally in this cookie cutter world of illusions is not going to bring you happiness. What's going to bring you happiness is finding yourself. Finding yourself and finding the love within your own heart that's on tap for you. You don't need to go and attach yourself to anybody in order to get, right? Because you'll just be overflowing with it. So, Temperance is on the future card situation, and Temperance says, a witch carefully mixes her ingredients. Self-control and moderation, a good combination of choices. Make safe decisions, but don't be afraid of trial and error methods. Working well with others. You see, just communicate, trial and error, but you know, you're being asked to definitely make a decision. This is in the heart of energy number 1, High Priestess, for the 3rd time. Balancing between the seen and unseen, intuition, the subconscious, mystery, hidden influences, duality. Yeah, maybe just focusing on your dreams, using your intuition, your subconscious, energy number 1, to kind of receive your answers. But I think meditate, go within. You need some solo time, 100%. So King of Imps. King of Imps. A confident creative entrepreneur with an eye for the arts. Honest, friendly, helpful, compassionate, hasty, impulsive. Did I already read that? I guess I did. Oh, I guess I must have read that for the Knight of Imps. Whoops. Okay, so going back to the past. The Knight of Imps was an energetic idealist who defines himself by his actions. Well-intentioned, though sometimes unreliable. So, yeah, in the past, unreliable energy for either you, Sagittarius, or your other, or both. So grounding energies was the King, confident, creative, honest, friendly, helpful, hasty, impulsive. So that's what I'm feeling. Obviously, this energy here is a hasty, impulsive energy, with third-party situation, then needing to choose and make a decision, not knowing which way to go. And then the Page of Ghosts, just another one to add to the... So yeah, y'all, I feel like energy number 2 is going to be bringing a sudden message to energy number 1 that they're moving on. They're like tossing aside what has been gained, letting go of status quo for something better. Disappointment in love. They're disappointed. Energy number 2 is disappointed, and they're ready to move on. Sorry, energy number 1. Just take it as it comes. Try not to attach yourself to the feelings that come with losing someone. Know that it's for your best interest. Know that it's for your highest purpose. You're being guided here, and it's being divinely guided. Okay, we're going to go into, so for those of you who are separated from your twin, there's messages here. And the first one says, I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Second one says, being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. Those are the messages from your other that they cannot relate to you at the moment in time because either they're having a hard time or you guys aren't communicating. Spirit animal for energy number 1 is the cheetah. Very fiery energy here. So Sagittarius, this may be you in energy number 1. This is a fire energy. So this could be you in energy number 1, or it might not. It might, you might be the energy number 2. But possibly this is you, Sag. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. Why do I keep saying cheetah? So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. That was a good one. Reconnect to the why before you start running, energy number 1. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient, competitive. Yeah, definitely feeling like you're out of balance. Cheetah, energy 1, sorry. But let's bring you back to balance. And what are you going to do? You're going to reconnect to your purpose. Simple as that, right? All right. Beaver for energy number 2. Earthly. So maybe this is the earth sign that we were talking about. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So maybe this is one of those, and you know this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars, so it could be either and or. All right, here we go. Beaver. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home financial stability. 100%. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. Wow, does that sound like a Virgo card if anyone existed? But, you know, maybe it's not a Virgo. Maybe it's a Taurus or a Capricorn. They sound all familiar. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. Last card, Sagittarius. This is your Moonology card, and this is the pretty much the wrapping up of this whole spread. So full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. All right, Sag, whether this be you the one letting go or you being the one that's going to be let go, I am feeling for you, whichever side you're on. But for the ones that are feeling like they're gonna be let go, just know that this isn't the end for you. When you close a door, a new one opens for you. This karmic situation is ending so that you can create a more suitable relationship for yourself. I'm picking that up 100%. And you know what? Maybe you guys felt like you had a timeless bond, but this person over here, energy number 2, isn't ready to they're not ready. They're ready to move on. They don't want, or maybe the person, maybe this is the person that's fed up and they're ready to move on from the situation because they want something better, right? And then this is the person that's stuck in the karmic soup of these bad behaviors or this, this cycle or whatever. And that's kind of maybe what I'm feeling is that this person's moving on from this person. But I could be wrong. It could be flipped, okay? So don't take me on that. But anyways, my point is if you are the one that's being left, just know that it's in your highest interest, in your best interest. It's because something better is coming for you. So try not to attach yourself to the feelings of that loss and the emotions that come with that. I'm not saying suppress your feelings. Absolutely allow your feelings to surface and feel them, cry them, write them, burn what you write, whatever. Find a modality, a form of letting go, however you need to express that and let it go. And know that this person wasn't trying to harm you. This person was simply doing what they thought was best for them and for their situation. And so now you've got to go and do what's best for you and for your situation. Okay? So I'm sorry that there's such there's such conflict here, and I'm really feeling for you, Sag, if you're the one that's being left. Just like I said, just try and see the good in the situation. Try and see what good they actually brought you. And I know that you're probably hearing that and saying, I'm hurting here, or, my heart is broken or whatever. And I get that. Trust me, I feel and I sympathize with you. I empathize with you. But also there is, on a soul level, a lesson for the good of this situation. And if you could really just sit in your emotions and find it, and find where this relationship or this situation made you stronger and brought you to a place of enlightenment or a place of awareness, then you can soak in those good feelings and not sulk in the bad. Okay? So please let me know if this resonated with you. Comment below whether you like the spread, whether you like the information I'm giving. Do you like my delivery? Do you give me some constructive criticism? Please let me know. I love your feedback. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Like I said, this could change tomorrow, so please don't attach yourself to anything that happens here today and in the future. And whenever this comes to you is when it's meant for you. Whatever resonates with you is what you're meant to take with you. Whatever doesn't, leave it behind. And thanks, Sagittarius, for joining me today. I send you lots of love and light and some high vibes. Namaste.